technology, and that's its number one use case. And while some of the outlying applications overlap with Bluetooth, the primary ones really don't. And you're not going to see Wi-Fi and these sensors that could run on a buck-and cell battery for multiple years that you need for some of these sensoring type devices. And sure, you can build a remote control in an iPad using Wi-Fi that has an IP connection, that you recharge the batteries, that you do things like that, and it's yay big, but you're not going to put that into the brick remote that you use to control your TV. There's cost issues, power issues, size issues, all those things. So it really depends on the application and the type of device that you're connecting. And the smartphone, the TV, the computer, they're all going to have Bluetooth and Wi-Fi. Bluetooth 4.0, so they have low energy Bluetooth as well as the traditional Bluetooth, and you'll use which radio depending on the application. And the key for people like myself, the technologist, we have to make it transparent to the consumer and easy to use for the consumer, because they don't care whether when they hit the up channel on the TV, if it's Wi-Fi or Bluetooth or IR or whatever, they want the TV to change channel. And so we have to make it seamless like that for the consumer while enabling our members and the manufacturers to create high quality products.
Thank you, Mike. Mr. Young, I have a question for you. I was very impressed by your presentation. I like the idea of catching the information at the ear. And as far as I understand, you channel the information more towards professional professional help services, like monitoring services. Do you see a lot of people that would like to also have the same kind of information on their smartphone and to use that? And then how do you, where do you see the product being more successful? Is it more successful, would it be more successful in the professional health services market, or do you see that it can also be quite successful in the consumer market?
Thank you. The way we see our product is really that interacting with a range of devices. Mobile devices, it can already integrate that, for instance, with Google's Android, so mobile devices. We are pushing out a Apple app that for linking with the device. So Sensei is a certified developer for Apple hardware linkage. It can also be used for healthcare. And there are three areas I mentioned earlier on that we are focusing on. One is healthcare, and there are a number of different modes of operation that, as Mike mentioned, that you can, it depends on the modes of operation. In a home environment where the home hub is available, you talk to the hub. When you're out and about, probably talk to your mobile device. When you're in an environment like here, probably some of the other devices that you have in the ambient environment. So it's really what we try to do is make the device to be seamless, to be able to communicate in a multi-tier network environment seamlessly. And the three areas that we're focusing on is really, one is healthcare. Healthcare in fact covers well-being, activity monitoring, and all this diversified area. And all the things we see in ISPO, for instance, many of the things are related to well-being, not only just professional sport. And the other area is in gaming. This device, for instance, already got an interface with computer games. We have a ski game that you can use that without any things in your hand, holding a remote control. Then you'll be able to provide a downhill ski, for instance. And also, it's linked with, it's also designed for for sports. That we're already using this for athletic training, that for fine-tuning sprinting, for instance. We use this for box skeleton, for winter sport, and we are expanding this for a whole range of things. So not only for professional sports, but also for amateur sports as well. So it's really the use of low power, flexible communication, and also the reliability integrating with a whole range of device. Interconnectivity is really the key feature. So Bluetooth low power makes it all these things as an industrial standard, brings everybody together. I think this is really the exciting thing. Having something proprietary, we will never be able to make the impact. It's based our product on the platform that's going to make the difference. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Young. And Mr. Miller, one question for you. This year, everybody's speaking about NFC. That like there's a lot of sensors coming, a lot of new communication technologies, things maybe that, like Mr. Young presented to you, that allow you to interact with the phone. Is there anything that you see on the roadmap of your application that could take advantage of external sensors, of I don't know, of avalanche sensors or something like that?
Actually, not in the very near future, but for me personally, it would be a great tool to get a Bluetooth signal from my ski, and I can search my ski if I drop to some line and I fall and I make a crash and the ski is going boom, and then it would be a helpful technology to if you carry an iPhone with you and this ski is a Bluetooth, yeah, and you can just look for your ski, and that would be a great technology.
That's brilliant. So, are there any more questions from the audience? Anybody wanting to speak up here in public? Otherwise, Mr. Young, Mr. Foley, and Mr. Miller all will be available during the little break we're gonna have with some food. Thank you very much for coming here tonight. Thank you very much for Wearable Technologies for hosting us. Thank you for Intel. Intel is here, so you're welcome to also to ask them some questions. Huh? All of Intel is here. Yes. And thank you for HTC and Nokia or two other sponsors. Enjoy the night and welcome back in 2 weeks' time when we have our next Mobile Monday.